Hello, everyone. I am Dan Stapleton,
And I'm John Ryan.
and I am picking up our review of GTA 5.
5, the fifth one.
The fifth one
5-2, though.
for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 4. This is PlayStation 4. We haven't actually tried out Xbox 360 yet.
Yep.
But this is PlayStation 4.
You mean Xbox One?
Yes.
We played Xbox 360. Or at least I did. I played a lot of Xbox 360.
Yes. There are too many consoles, John.
So many consoles.
But anyway, this is PlayStation 4, the only one we've played so far. As you can see, it is very much Grand Theft Auto 5, except prettier.
Yeah, it's a lot shinier.
Yep.
The lights are lightier. The textures are texturier.
You can see a lot further.
You can see a lot further. You can see all the way down whatever street this is on. Jamestown Street. Oh, hey, oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I like your car better than mine.
Well, your car is kind of a piece of garbage.
I know. That's why I'm going to take this very nice, modest Dodge Stratus, or whatever it is.
But point is, it's the exact same game, just prettier. There are some new features though, which
there are.
which we're kind of liking. Like the first person mode is the big one.
Yeah, here I'll pop into that now.
And
there we go. And it's literally as simple as a button swap.
Yep. And on the PS4, it's just pushing the big center button.
Yep.
It's the same thing that switches your view to begin with. But man, it's a very different experience playing this way.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not an entirely different game, but it definitely plays far differently than you remembered. Swapping in and out of cover during combat moments, especially, it feels very. It doesn't feel new, but it just feels very strange for a GTA title to be experienced in first person.
And I'm not sure I'm going to say I like it better. In fact, I probably don't like it better.
Yeah.
But I like that it's there, and I like that it's completely optional and you can switch anytime you want.
And I also like that you can try it, and if you do find that you like it, say in just the driving or just the fighting or just walking around town, you can switch that up. Like you have the option to add in third-person cover. You can swap to third person when you get into a car. You can swap to third person when you get into cover, like if you're in a firefight. But, I mean, even just like, it makes the experience, the immersion of getting into Los Santos just so much. I want to put my gun away. Just walking around town so much more immersive.
Oh yeah, and start a fist fight. Like that's
Start a fist fight?
Yeah. Like that
With this
yeah,
random old lady right here?
Probably not with the random. Well,
Nope.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a very good fist fight.
It's all right. There's some cops showing up soon.
That's also not gonna be a good fist fight.
Yeah, this guy will have a good fist fight. Come here.
Nope.
Come on, get up.
Nope.
Nope, I punched him too good. Somebody fight me.
But I like the seeing just these kind of mundane things from relatively mundane things from the perspective of first person just is very different. And
Yeah.
it is kind of more personal in a lot of ways. Just stop hitting people in the back, John.
I can't help it. I'm looking for someone to fist fight me. Maybe one of these two guys.
There we go. No, he's getting up. Good.
Oh, he stabbed
he's got
me.
a knife.
He stabbed me to death. Where did he get a knife from?
Well, that was
that was an educational experience, kids. Never stab random dudes in the dark because they might have a knife.
Yep, that's what that's a lesson in what the first person experience of being stabbed is like.
Yeah, it's right there and is getting stabbed.
But anyway, the ability to tweak all these things, I'm actually really impressed at. Like you don't see many console games with this many options.
No, it's very I mean, it's not as customizable as a PC, obviously, but it does feel closer than we've gotten before.
Show my favorite thing.
This right here,
Yep.
Stealing a car and then having that car stolen back.
Yep. Let's see if he does it.
He might not. He might run away.
Come
No,
on.
he ran away.
What a jerk.
Oh, well.
You
It's a
got-
free
you-
car
you
for
gotta
us,
show
though. Also, I mean, like, the fact that each car already had an interior modeled for it in the original release is cool. But the fact that they now, if you see, we have working speedometers.
Yeah, this as far as I can remember is the first time there's been a speedometer in a GTA game.
Yeah, unless it was a modification. Unless it was a mod for PC.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, though. You'll also notice, like, the freeways are a little more crowded. It's not a lot, like, it's not going to be like you hit rush hour traffic and there's just traffic for miles. But you can see, I mean, this is more traffic than you'd be used to playing on 360 or PS3.
And I did notice when I was trying to drive the wrong way on the road a few times, it's a lot harder to dodge just because there are a lot more cars.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And they're also better about trying to get out of your way, but in doing so, you don't plan for them to go in a specific direction.
Right.
So if we hop onto the other side of the freeway here, I mean, we're lucky because it's a sick 4-lane freeway, but at the same time.
But that's one of the main actual gameplay differences I've noticed so far between this and the old gen versions. Just the slight increase in traffic density does affect how easy it is to switch lanes and get out of
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Which I think it's actually as a nice little, if you've played through the game already, since you will have to since you will have to play through it again because your save file does not carry over, which I'm okay with. It adds a nice little bit of extra difficulty, so it doesn't feel like you're playing the exact same mission over and over and over again than when you did it on 360 or PS3.
And also, playing in first person makes it more difficult in a lot of ways.
Very true.
There are times when I've had to switch out of first person in missions to kind of get a sense of where I'm actually physically standing or where something is that has been designed to be easily seen in third person, but not necessarily first person.
Well, like for example, for driving in first person is very. You go from having this great, huge, expansive third person view to this very claustrophobic half of the car.
Yep.
And so if you're in a car chase or if you're in a mission that requires you to drive fast and quickly and precisely, you might want to swap back out to third person just because it's a little bit more difficult.
Right. One thing I'm a little disappointed by is that the rearview mirror does not really work.
It doesn't show cars and stuff, but if you look over here, the side view mirror actually...
The side view works.
The side view works, and the rear view works to a point. But you will always have that persistent sky behind you. It gives you sort of like the general area that you're in and like part of the road that you're crossing over.
Right, but it doesn't show me what's behind me.
Right.
That's what I want from a rearview mirror. Maybe that's just me.
Well, maybe on the PlayStation 5 version.
Right.
Once we get to Xbox 2.
Yeah, and especially since it is kind of like claustrophobic, like you were saying, a very narrow view.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to be able to just kind of glance up there and be able to see both in front and behind you at the same time, just like when you actually drive.
Yeah. Because I mean, you can look behind you like so, but it also is that ever-present problem with driving games where you look behind you, you have no idea what's ahead of you, because you can't look at. Like if this was a thing, like it'd be totally fine if I knew that there were cars behind me.
Now,
except for right now.
Now they did tweak some of the controls, although there are also a huge number of control options. But the new default for that wasn't very nice.
I know, but I wanted this cement truck.
Right. The new default for driving and shooting you didn't like very much.
I did not. No, if you remember back on 360 and PS3, if you played the game, if you didn't, then you're about to find out. It was just one button to fire out the window. Like so. Oh, Dan, you don't have it that way. You've got it in the new fashion.
I've been getting used to the new fashion, which is I don't dislike it. The only thing is
awkward for your hands.
You have to hold down 3 buttons at once to fire.
So you're driving the car with the right trigger. You've got to pull out the gun with the left bumper or L1, and then you look around with the right stick and fire with R1 or the right bumper. So it's just you're using 4 different buttons in addition to steering and driving the car.
Yeah, so it's a bit much, but it's still I think it does give you greater control over where you're shooting.
You can aim a little bit better, and you're also not wasting as much ammo. But frankly, in a game like this, I would rather waste the ammo because you're never going to run out. You'll always have some ammunition and some gun.
But it's nice that the option is there because
that's true.
Again, I think the kind of the driving philosophy behind this seems to have been give people both the game that was originally shipped in a lot of ways, and also the option to do things differently.
Yeah,
there are a bunch of control options.
There are. For another example, I assume that you made. Nope, you left A as your duck button as well. They added a function where you can now duck down in your car to hide from police. In third person, it looks something like this. You're like, hey, don't see me. I'm not in here. And in first person, we'll go back. You kind of just crouch down a little bit and look at your steering wheel. You can still drive, of course, while you're doing it. But this button, by default, replaces the handbrake button from the last setup.
Right.
Which, as soon as I went to hit my handbrake for my first e-brake turn, I was like, no, this is not, this is not acceptable to me.
Take that, muscle memory.
Well, it took me about 5 to 10 minutes to find it in the menus that I could swap those. But you can, and it's great. I mean, I use the duck function all the time whenever I'm trying to evade the cops. But I also still have the ability to hit those really tight corners with my handbrake turns.
So this game is running at 1080p, 30 frames per second.
Yep.
It does a pretty good job of maintaining that. I do notice every so often when I'm going at high speed through a busy intersection that I'll see a couple of dips that feel like it's going into the mid 20s. It's really hard to measure what it's actually at. But
yeah, I won't lie. I don't think I've experienced as similar situations. But then again, I have also just kind of started playing the campaign.
Right. I've been almost exclusively in the campaign so far. I'm waiting till the servers get populated for GTA Online.
Yeah.
But
I will say that the transfer process, I transferred my character last night. Super easy, super quick.
And that's so you cannot transfer the single player campaign progress, but
Correct.
You can transfer the GTA Online campaign
right.
progress.
You can transfer your GTA Online progress once.
Yeah, but you can if you played GTA5 on Xbox 360, you can transfer that character to a PlayStation 4 version.
Exactly. So, for example, I played this through on 360, and now, what's the Hillbillies? So I played on.
Oh, just say yes. That's fine. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
I don't know why I just saved your game, but I did.
That's
I
fine.
guess those hillbillies were part of the story or something. Anywho, yeah, you can the platform does not matter. What they're actually doing is taking your data from the social club,
Yep.
which if you go online and you link your social club account with your gamer tag when you play GTA Online, it basically saves all your stats. So it knows how much money you have, it knows what weapons you've unlocked, and it knows what level you are and what your abilities are. So it basically just pulls data from those. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why they couldn't do something similar with the data from your story progress, from your campaign progress. But it might have something to do with the save files between systems. But who knows? Hello. Hello, everyone. But yeah, I mean, look at this beautiful new vista that we have here.
It's just
the
so
East
much
Alamo
better looking.
view.
Like it was really good looking on the old gen console.
Oh, it looked great. But I mean, look at this draw distance. Like you can clearly see houses way out there in the distance. You don't happen to have. You do have a sniper rifle. Excellent. I mean, you can see all the way across with only minor texture pop. I mean,
there's
silo's still there.
There is definitely some pop in.
Oh, of course. Well, there's going to be pop in every game, especially. But I mean, we're looking at something that's, in game, a mile to a mile and a half away.
And I have noticed like occasionally a car will just appear.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like, and generally it's like it's when I watch when someone else is playing that I really notice that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, because you're not focusing on it that hard when you're playing it yourself.
Right. When I'm playing it myself, I barely notice it at all.
Anyways, this is also my new favorite feature of the GTA of the first-person mode.
Oh,
I know, but the rolling itself is just so good.
Yep. No, we gotta jack another car so you can. I've got to show off my very favorite new animation.
All right, this is going to take forever.
Oh, it's gonna take like a minute.
It's going to take forever.
Nonsense. We did it on the first try last time.
It's true, yeah, but I also chose a dude in a really nice car with a really mean driver.
Well, that'll do it.
Oh, I got to find a really mean driver, I guess. So, Dan, what's your inkling so far going through this game? I mean, you're about halfway through the campaign, probably a little bit less.
Thereabouts. I'm into the Trevor stuff. So yeah, I'm getting close. I actually didn't finish it on the original consoles.
Oh, really?
Because I
Shame
wanted.
on you.
Well, I was waiting for this.
Yeah. It's.
But I came close. I got like 2/3 of the way
Still,
through.
though, it reminds me like just how much content.
There
There it goes.
I love that.
Stole my car back.
Just watching somebody grab you and pull you out of the car for some reason delights me. It's
pretty great.
Yeah, that from that perspective, there's just something about it.
Anyways,
thank you for indulging me.
Of course, anytime. Dan.
But yeah, like it's very much the same game.
I'd honestly forgotten how much content there was in this game.
Yeah, like it was shocking to me. Just I spent all day yesterday playing it.
Yep.
And it was shocking to me just like how much I knew I still had to go because I still didn't get anywhere near as far as I did last time. And
Yeah.
I didn't finish it last time. So it's a huge game. There's so much to do both in the story missions and on the side stuff. I haven't even started doing the assassination missions with the stock manipulation yet because I'm saving up my money.
If you didn't play this for whatever reason in the last gen consoles, and you have a new gen console,
It's absolutely a no-brainer.
yeah, just get it.
Yeah,
Just play it. Play it because it's so good.
And again, I haven't really gotten to the online stuff yet. Like, if online didn't exist, it would be a no-brainer to get this. Like, it's just this is the best realized recreation of the real world I have ever seen in any game.
Yeah, I mean, graphically, visually, it's beautiful. Gameplay-wise, the mechanics are very fluid, very smooth.
Just the fact that
hell, we gave it a 10 last time.
You can go anywhere and do anything. It's just ridiculous how much stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And if that kind of free-form gameplay doesn't appeal to you, that there's 30 some hours of
campaign missions or online aspects is competitive multiplayer. Yeah.
So we're going to be ridiculously huge.
We're going to be covering this for the rest of our lives probably because there's so much to get done with it, and they'll keep adding new content as we go on.
Yeah.
Dan, is there anything else you want to add today?
Not really. I mean, that is the general message, is that this is so far every bit as good as it was on old gen, except much prettier, smoother. There's some additional content, although even after having played all day, I've barely seen any of the new stuff they've added in, other than this first person mode. Just because there's so much stuff, adding
just to get done on its own.
Yeah, adding a bunch of stuff to a giant mountain of content, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack in a lot of places. I have seen the new cats, though.
I have seen the cats as well.
Right.
They're very adorable. And a poodle.
Yes. But anyway, we will be continuing to update on GTA5 all this week. I'm going to be playing a bunch of the online component as well, and then we'll put out a new review for that, hopefully by the end of the week.
And for everything else, oh no!
Oh, that was a good way to finish, John.
Oh, and I got shot too. Anyways, for all of your GTA5 coverage, where should we keep it locked in?
IG something? IGN.
There you go.
That's right.